I don't need to associate with niggas who associates don't have at least an M. Have at least an M. I don't need to associate with niggas who associates don't have at least.
Today's been a long day. I'm a new Gucci Man fan. So my day has been on such a level of ups and downs and vibrations. Everybody know I got class tonight. And guess what? I had to go pull the Gucci Man out. I don't even associate with cats who ain't. If you ain't got an associate that doesn't have an associate that's got at least an M, I'm done. I got associates who got millions. Why don't you? Now I know that's way off the topic of does astrology and magic go together? I'm gonna get to that. So this is what I've been going through today. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Please press 2. Press 2 if you're gonna share this video into one of your groups on your page. If you're gonna invite someone, and if you've already signed up for class, press 5. Be like, yeah, son. Yes, Cheryl. You have to do that's the problem. But let's get our prayer on first, because does astrology and magic go together? And why? Or why not? I want to talk about it real quick. After we pray, Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazung, Amafaragum, Shilel Kulum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I'm a part of all, and all is a part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istunje ilaku. I'm gonna be teaching on this subject tonight about does magic and why didn't I don't know why I didn't put this on my Instagram at the same time. Does magic and astrology go together? So I've been doing astrology and I've been doing magic for quite a while. Over 10 years, both of them. Been dabbling in my magic, trying to always level up and learn something. Been dabbling in my astrology, always been trying to level up and learn something. But when you go a little bit at a time, do you know what happens? What happens when you go a little bit at a time on your magic is you'll start getting better. You'll start getting better. That's what happens. You'll start getting better and better and better and better. And that's where I think I'm at right now. I think I'm getting better and better and better in my magic. Really happy about where I'm at in my magic. Really happy where I'm at in my astrology. But what I do is I'm always seeing a lot of new people come through. I'm always seeing a lot of new people come through. And they're either heavy in the magic, show me a ritual, or they're heavy in the astrology. What's my rising sign? Can you see if you can fix my time of birth? Not fix my time of birth, but is the time of birth on my chart right? I want to get my houses right. What about my aspects? But you know the thing I rarely ever see is I rarely see people who are putting magic and astrology together. One of them is the cap for the other. Here go some vitamins I got. Some good vitamins. The top is the one that you're doing. If you're doing it by yourself, like I did this example the other day, if you're doing magic and no astrology, you're leaving everything in the bottle. If you're doing only astrology and no magic, you're leaving most of it in the bottle. It's only when you put it together do you get the whole thing. That's the class we're teaching tonight. I'm going to get straight to the point. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. Nobody's teaching about this. Nobody directly is teaching. You have everybody like, ooh, magic. Let's do some rituals together. Hey. Ooh, my astrology is the best. Somebody called me today. Who's better, sidereal or the Vedic or the tropical or whatever? But nobody's called me and say, how do I put them together? The only person who ain't called me on how to put it together is 2 people, because I only know 2 other people that's putting it together. Sister Myra and Dr. Mitchell Earl Gibson. And of course, Asaria. That's it. Nobody's even asking the fact. So if you're a newbie and you're going all the way down this rabbit hole, why would you go all the way down this hole? Then you got to turn around and come all the way back out to go back and on the other one. Why don't you study them together simultaneously like a DNA strand? Because that's what they are. Magic and astrology are like DNA strands. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Please introduce yourself. Invite somebody. Press 2. But if you come on here, make sure you introduce yourself as well. What's your team zodiac and what city and state you in? And if you feeling if you come into class, press 5. If you feeling what I'm saying, press 8. And if you share the video, press 2. And what is it if you mixing them together? That's a whole thing. I'm not even going to ask. I just want to thank you, Cheryl, for posting the page up real quick. What up, Moabite, SSK, Aries Phoenix, Teddy Bears in the building, Beauty and Grace, Juju Jones in the building. You know I got to speak to everybody. Magical Explorer. Medicinal Explorer. Peace to the God. How you feeling? Cuzzo, what it do? I see the Carters in the building. What up, Lisa Simmons? Cheryl, Jai, Nikki is in the building. Everybody a quick shout out. Because class is happening here at 9 o'clock. And it's already 7 something. And I haven't even ordered my pizza yet. And I'm hungry. And I'm not doing class hungry tonight. Y'all will be sitting in the chat room waiting on me to get there. They'll be like, where did Coach go? Coach ain't ate. So a hungry Taurus is not a nice guy. So, what up, Africa Soul? Peace, peace. So, why isn't anybody asking, do they even go together? But why are so many people coming to class? Tonight, man, it's a lot of folks already signed up for this class. A lot of folks. What? What did I tell you to bring? Bring your birth chart. Whether you know what time of birth you were born, whether you know what time you were born or not, I don't care. Just bring a chart. I can handle it from there. I'm not correcting, I'm not doing those tonight. Then everybody's asking me like the last day of the class, can I get my right time? What I have realized is I'm also too accessible. But I'm going to make my announcement. You know why I've extended this sale for astrology readings? Because I'm going to burn myself all the way out. Because next year, my readings are going to be $500. I'm going to let you know that right now. My readings next year will be $500 or $1,000. I don't even want to do it. I only want to do it when people is really, really hungry for it. This year will be the end of, probably might be the end of these $26 classes, I think. Because I'm noticing a lot of people, it's your mindset because you're only doing half. You're imbalanced. You're not at harmony. You're not at harmony. Oh, I'm magic, magic, magic. But you ain't looking at the astrological section. And then there's a triangle. Do you know what the triangle is? I know so many people doing magic that ain't spiritual. I know so many people. Why are you even doing magic and you ain't even on the spiritual path? Or, oh, magic is my spiritual path. No, it's not. Don't start that. Do not do that. Don't say that. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can have a magical component and not have a spiritual component. You can have a spiritual component and not have an astrological or magical component. You have to have them all three, mind, body, soul. Then they all go together. What up, Tanya? Kanaka, I'm just blanking out a little bit today. Nina says my readings are worth more than $500. The sale is for $150 to the end of the week, even though I've had a change of heart. Because I said it was going to be over Monday. Somebody came in Tuesday. Oh, I missed it. I said, you know what? I'm going to extend it all the way through the whole week. But after the first, it's going to be $500 or $1,000. Because that's going to even make sure I'm doing something else. Well, I'm not leaning on that. Because I love helping folks. But I'm trying to seed people as much as I can. To say, yo, study and put it together so you ain't got to keep depending on another person. Because I'm here to inspire and say, I did it, now I'm on to something else. Some of you are just getting started. If you are a newbie in this game, if you are less than 18 months in this game, type 18. Let me see, I want to see who's here. If you have just got on this path less than 18 months ago, Say something. Press 18. Press 18 or less. I do not want nobody over 18 months to say nothing. Don't put your number up here or nothing. But of course, if you shared the video, I want you to press 2. So if you're less than 18 months, maybe even 24 months, I will consider you kind of a newbie because you get in here and you see so much stuff. You see so much crack, which is a technique. Oh, this technique, this ritual, this ritual. Rituals are crack, which has come from cocaine. And cocaine had a medicinal component to it. Astrology, you can manipulate people. You can manipulate yourself. I know a lot of narcissists who are studying astrology just so they can make themselves bigger than they really are. Because without astrology, nobody wouldn't even be paying attention to them. Now, that's not why I do it. I got a very curious mind. I love the children. And I look back at it and I said, if I had astrology when I was 12, a lot of the pain and things I had to heal from, I wouldn't be going through. So when we do these self-discovery through self-mastery through self-discovery classes, it's because you need to discover things about you in order to master something. Now, here's the problem with a lot of folks, because I'm getting coaching too. Let me say this real quick. A lot of y'all do not have the success you want because you don't want to master one thing first. I'd like to say that multiple streams of income is a bunch of BS. If you can't make one thing go to $100,000, you don't have enough energy, nor magic, nor astrological skills to make 5 things go to $100,000 apiece. And you play in yourself because you really want to self-sabotage. I was a big self-sabotager. With all the stuff I know, the more stuff you know, the faster you can self-sabotage. So why are we teaching this class tonight at 9 o'clock? So you can quit self-sabotaging. And you can quit because magic and astrology are trending now in Walmart, in movies, in TV, and y'all still talking about going to college, getting an education, which you should if you got to be a doctor or engineer or something that needs like very detailed and long. But college ain't for all of y'all. We really need about like maybe a college in each state, probably separate them, one male and one female, and then keep it moving. California and Texas, you might need more than that. But a lot of y'all can go to some tech schools and pick up what you need. Or you can really get on the spiritual path and be honest with yourself and stop lying. And then you can form some mastery and then you can pop off. Really? Me, I need to pop off more in my business. So I think I went to a level of mastery for me. Some folks doper than me in astrology, but I'm illmatic. But now I'm like, wow. It was me and my own studies. I never was so pigeonholed. Like even when I'm studying astrology, I'm doing numerology too. Then all of a sudden I got candle magic going on. Then I'm doing relationship coaching. And then come to find out they all go together. Ooh, what about the bag? What about the money? It all goes together. I want to do this ritual. Do you know what moon to do it on? Are the planets supporting your ritual? That's really what I want to ask you. If you're doing ritual or somebody's teaching you a ritual or you like buying into somebody doing group rituals, is the planetary alignment supportive for the ritual for you? Because the planets might be supporting my chart, but they might not be supporting your chart. Do you know? And if you don't, why not? Miss Deborah, how you doing? What up, Susie? Thanks everybody for sharing. I see a couple youngins on here. Nino and Tatiana. Alexis. Yeah. Now there's some old heads on here too. There's some old heads on here too that need to be in class. Now, when I really, and even if you do get one of these astrology sessions from me, it's really a coaching session. I just use astrology. But it's really, I'm trying to, DNA explosions is what I want to happen. That's when I really fell in love with astrology, when somebody was sitting in front of me and they had a DNA explosion. I don't have time to do your natal chart. When you come to me to get a reading, I'm going to ask you one thing. What are the 3 things you want to come away with from this consultation? Period. We're going to record it. You're going to have homework. And I'm going to give you a strategy that's going to be boss as hell. Point blank, period. What up, Latifah? Susie is in the building. What up, Cassie? Marcia Juanetta, thanks for joining. Gab said technical fields are hurting because not enough people are going into those types of education. My uncle is an electrician in Cali and can't hardly find people with the education to hire them. There you go. I'm not even just an electrician, but I'm talking about blockchain, cybersecurity, internet engineer. Did you know that you could be an internet engineer by the age of 19? You could graduate from high school, no college, and learn how to be an internet engineer by the time you were 19 years old, starting off at $84,000. And you got kids out here, you talking about, I just had a consultation with someone the other day. Guess what she was like? I don't think I'm a great mother because no, I'm trying to get my child to go to college because my mother didn't send me to college. I said, how you know college is the answer for her? Astrology is trending everywhere. Talking about the stars all the time. Magic is everywhere. How many shows about magic are on Netflix and Hulu? Why don't you put them together to better your life? The questions, the class is, she asked, are we allowed to ask questions? I can tell she ain't been to class yet. That's the only thing that's allowed in the class is for you to ask questions. That's all the class ain't for the class. And thank you for asking that. I apologize. The class is for you and your family, for you and your children. If you're pregnant, it's for the child in your belly. I'm answering questions for your children because you're asking me and Jasmine something. I'm the astrology guy. She's the magical person. We're doing this together. This is our 14th class. All you do is ask questions. That's all we want. But you only can ask questions about you. You can't ask questions about in general. What should people do? What should women do this? What about Capricorns? No, you better ask about what you are. It's an individual class in a group setting where we answer your questions. That's why we charge $26 because we don't even want you there if you ain't serious. There's some people on here that's watching right now. They're watching the replay. I'm not coming. That's your business. That's your business. But I'm only concerned about those who are trying to care about themselves and are proving some effort. Yep. And when these classes go to $100, you still will be able to afford them. Now, they won't be every week. Probably every 2 weeks then. Yeah. But that's just, you gotta raise the bar sooner or later. You gotta raise the bar sooner or later. That's just all I can say. That's all I can tell you. So I look forward to y'all coming tonight to learn how you put these two together. When you go and when you over here doing your magic, you're leaving so much on the table by not knowing the right time or not even knowing yourself. Magic is the extension. You wired for this. Your astrological chart is the electrical wiring. It's the energetic and spiritual wiring component of your being while you're here on this incarnation on the planet. And the magic is coursing through you. And some of y'all are separating them. You're just lifting everything with your left hand. I went and got me a adjustment the other day, a yoga stretch therapy, which was amazing. And he said your left shoulder is way higher than your right shoulder. I was like, really? What? And I was noticing, and then all the stuff that's going on in my body was on the right side. I said, what does that mean? I gotta look that up. But it was just really kind of big for me to notice that if you don't put it together and you don't integrate, that's what tonight's class is about, integration. Integration of the candles and the rituals and the sigils into your chart. You ain't bringing your chart to the magic, you're bringing the magic to your chart. I don't want you just to be out here with just one hand. Oh, I'm trying, I'm doing the ritual. Why the ritual ain't working? Is your Saturn return going on? Is the Saturn return going on? No, your Saturn return is not going on. Where is oh yeah, your Saturn return is going on. So why are you trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that today you're trying to do a ritual? But you don't know what the circumstances are. I didn't graduate head of my class. I think I graduated from high school with like a 3.6, something like that. I still consider myself intelligent, but I ain't the brightest light bulb in the sky. But I shine because I'm working. And when you just keep doing a little bit at a time and stop trying to take all these shortcuts and having all this anxiety attached. Also, do not be late for class tonight. Let me get this out. No drinking or smoking before class, period. Drink you some water, bring you some mugwort tea or some chaga tea or something like that. But do not come in there high and think I'm just going to entertain you. Have some real questions down. Bring your chart, even if you don't understand what it says. And bring a notebook. Of course, I'd like you to bring your children too. All right? Bring your children. And what's the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, be on time. Be on time. And if you didn't get a private password, that means you didn't finish registration. So you should start sending me messages right now before 9:05 and you was like, I didn't get in. Well, then you're going to get the replay. Because tonight at the beginning, at 9:05, I'm pressing play on a video I want everybody to see. I got something about your mindset. Mindset. This really is a mindset class when I'm talking about astrology and magic. That's the only way you're going to repair your mind. The only way you're going to repair your mind is by using astrology and magic. You ain't going to be able to repair it no other way. And you're going to have a spiritual component. Yep. Yeah, you can ask as many questions as you want, Miss Alexa Garner. Yeah. I didn't see that. You always, if I'm talking, you always can ask me questions. I'm here for the questions. Yeah, I made an announcement. Yes. What are your questions? Because I'm getting ready to go so I can order my pizza because I'm hungry. By the time it gets here, I'm going to be real hungry. So I do want to say thank you, everybody, for who came tonight, who's coming tonight. I'm thanking you in advance. If you're watching this video on YouTube, and hurry up and go over to selfdiscoveryclass.info and sign up and get in. She said, my Saturn is going on too. What up, Magus? Mr. Carter's in the building. I'm excited about class tonight too. Why? That's been really frustrating too when I'm trying to teach and then I'm getting interrupted. But people don't know though, how can I connect with my ancestors? That's a question for class tonight. Because we're taking all of that. But you connect with your ancestors, you need an altar in your house first. Second, if you have a picture of your ancestors on your altar, if you have, are you in talking to your ancestors or singing to your ancestors or really listening to your ancestors? The answer to her question is, she asked a very good question. How do I connect with my ancestors? Really, you have to believe that you can connect with your ancestors. That's first. Do you believe that you can connect with your ancestors? Yeah. Do you believe that you can connect with your ancestors? Because if you believe it, that's the first step. Yeah. We always talking about, that was our class last week, was healing generational curses and honoring your ancestors. We got a whole class on that. You can go back to that whole class. What up, Verge Energy? What up, Cassie? Yes. No, self-discovery info is not correct. It's self-discovery class. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Cheryl, for typing it, but bad Kair for not double checking it. It's selfdiscoveryclass.info. Excuse me. That's what I said, but I wasn't reading the whole thing. It's not selfdiscovery.info. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. That's the link. Okay? So, we 14 classes in. So if you're just asking about how do I connect with my ancestors, really that's only a part of it too. I'm really kind of agitated today a little bit because people make that like that's all I got to do is just connect with my ancestors. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's like step one, sure. But then you got to learn more for your... Do you know that you're learning for your ancestors? Do you know that when you come to these classes, you come into the class for your ancestors? Your ancestors are coming to class with you when you come to class. When you don't come to class, your ancestors aren't learning. When you die, you can keep learning. That's a big secret. So every class you miss is a class you're not taking your ancestors to. But then you want to connect with your ancestors. Come to class. Point blank, period. I be going to classes. I'm not even going to talk about that. This class, $26. I ain't even found a class. I ain't even went to a class that's less than $250 in 5 or 6 years. I don't want to go. I'm going to a class on Saturday morning that's $49, and I'm already ready to spend another $1,000 when I get there because I know he's going to upsell me to something. But I have to come in through his funnel. I got the money waiting to say I'm ready to invest. He better have an upsell. I'm trying to put some bread. I'm trying to put some... I can't have no ROI if I ain't doing no I. A lot of y'all ain't doing no I. You want to return, you want to return, but you ain't making no investments. Well, we appreciate you. Just come to class. That's all. You got to start somewhere. You got over here on my page. Somehow it ain't no accident. How can I interpret readings for myself with tarot cards? Honey, the tarot cards teach you through practice. A lot of y'all don't want to... How long you been practicing with tarot cards? Same way you get better at sex? That's really the answer to everything. How do I connect with my ancestors? The same way you get better at sex. More of it. How do I become a better astrologer? The same way you get better at sex. Have more of it. How do I read people better with astrology? The same way you get better at sex. Have more of it. How do I make more money in my business? The same way you get better at sex. Try something new. Are you having sex the same way every time? Your sexual energy is connected to your ancestors. If you just started last week and you got here to me, then obviously it's a cosmic contract for me to come tell you so you can have a DNA explosion right now. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right. You already landed in an advanced class and there's no accidents. The first thing you need to know about connecting with your ancestors and all of this is there's no accidents. Right. Okay, now I'm going to order my pizza because if I don't eat before class, I had a grilled cheese, a salad, and some soup today, but that's not going to hold this big ass Taurus. I appreciate y'all. What was the one thing that you picked up from this share today that you can use immediately? What's the one thing that you can use immediately from this share that I have tried to give y'all today? If you're coming to class, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you don't, I love you anyway like cook food. For sure. What up, Miss Lori? Wendell's in the building. You celibate. Are you masturbating? Because if you masturbating, you ain't celibate. There's abstinence and there's celibacy. If your celibacy is for a spiritual reason and you have a date that you're going to come off. But if you're having lots of thoughts of sex and you're masturbating, then you're not celibate. You're just abstaining from intercourse. There's a difference. What up, Sabrina? What up, Sharif Dickens? Oh, Miss Dickens in the building. What up, baby? Rita's in the building. Hey, Jasmine. Can y'all please share this video in Let's Talk Magic? I'm about to go order me a pizza. Do somebody want to put something on my pizza too? Because I'm so hungry. Yes, I am. All right, fam. Thanks all of y'all for coming through. She talking about she's celibate. That's definitely a part of the problem. But for certain. What up, CJ? So, yeah, they go together. Magic and astrology go together. We're talking about that in class tonight. We'll be answering your questions. So I'll see you then. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Nice big exhale. Big slow inhale. Slow exhale. Let's do an inhale on the count. So I want you to, you're going to inhale to the count of 8. So you have to inhale slowly to the count of 8. Okay? So everybody exhale out. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That's how slow it should be at the bare minimum. All right. Let's do another big inhale through the nose, nice and slow. Enabakor, Kejalakiminka, Tatia Tazara, Kabel Renad, Chasak Vanu, Taharanunura, Nagibor, the Shay Yikadik, Kavavat Shamran, Barkam Tarum, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Baru Tufka, Nahel Lada Taker, Yakib Gale, Chapanez, Okrea Katushka Taker, Shavatanu Kabel Ushma, Tazaka Tanu, Yodea Alamot. Baruch Shem, Kavomakuto, Lalam Vayed. Ow! What up, what up? What up, Nene? All right, we're going to see y'all in class tonight. Peace.